Hey everyone, hope you're having an amazing day. It's Code Karen. Welcome to r/Entitled Parents, where we have two incredible stories. If you're new to this channel, a sub would be great. Let's jump to the stories. Our first story is, You Will Date My Daughter, or I'll Get You Fired. So, for some context, I'm a 17-year-old male and I work at a Segway tour company. It's actually really fun. I get to ride Segways around the city and talk to people, and get paid to do it. Plus, the tipping isn't bad. So anyway, there was a tour booked a couple days ago, and I came in about 20 minutes early to answer emails and get everything ready. The group shows up, mother and daughter, and that's when things get interesting. I'm not going to insult your intelligence by telling you what EP and ME stands for, but D equals daughter and FBI equals Federal Bureau of Investigation, just for some useful info. Entitled parent and daughter come in, and I check them in. Me. Alright, I have some waivers for you to sign. To daughter. How old are you? 16? Me. Okay, then you don't need to sign a waiver. I ask this because if kids are younger than 18, their parents sign the waivers for them. But entitled parent only heard me say the first part, not when I said the daughter didn't need to sign a waiver, so she thought I was just asking her daughter how old she was. This was probably what started it all. We go on the tour, and while I'm giving my spiel, entitled parent keeps interrupting me to tell me stuff about her daughter and find if we are compatible. Me. And so this nonprofit organization opened in entitled parent. Are you in college? Me. No, I'm a junior in high school. I'm usually pretty free with info about myself on tours because it helps keep people relaxed and initiates conversations during lulls in the tour. Plus, it helps with tipping. Entitled parent. Oh, my daughter is also a junior. She is an artist. Stuff like this keeps happening throughout the tour, and every time, the daughter gets redder and redder. My mom does this too, where she just tells random mall attendants about me. So I know what the daughter is going through, and I feel her pain. At the end of the tour, I tell the two of them that they have 15 minutes to go around the town, and then they can meet me back at the Segway place. I get back and start getting things set up for their return. They roll in, pardon the pun, and I take their Segways to start charging them. Entitled parent. So what do you think of my daughter? Me. Pardon me. What? Entitled parent. I saw you checking her out during the tour. Are you going to ask her out? Daughter. Mom, stop. Me. Ma'am, I just recently got out of a relationship and I'm not really looking for anything right now. Entitled parent. What? Me. Huh? Entitled parent. Is my daughter not good enough for you? Me. No, that's not it. I just said that I just got out of a relation. Entitled parent. You were going to date my daughter and that's final. Me. You can't tell me what to do. I'm not your kid. And if I don't want to date your daughter, I don't have to. Besides, you haven't even asked her if she wants to date me. Daughter. Yeah, I don't want to date him. Me. See? Entitled parent. I'm going to call your boss and tell him about your terrible customer service. You're never going to work in this city again. Me. Pulling out my phone. Alright, you want to call him and explain this situation? How you're trying to force me to date your daughter and get me fired for saying no? Then I guess the absurdity of the situation finally sunk in, and her face transitioned from pure rage to slight confusion. Entitled parent. Wait, maybe I don't want to. Me. No, let's call him. Start to go through my contacts and press my boss's name. Let's have this conversation. Entitled parent. I don't think that's a good idea. Phone starts ringing. Entitled parent to daughter. Let's go. Entitled parent runs out the door. Daughter turns to me and says, I'm sorry, and then follows her mom. I hang up the phone before my boss answers and start cleaning the Segways. Our second story is, entitled mother tried to get her daughter my job because I'm chubby. I'm female and home from college. The stay-at-home order in my town is slowly being lifted, so some businesses are finally opening up. My parents require me to have a summer job. I'm blessed enough that I get to keep all the money I earn. My parents just like me to work to gain experience. This will be relevant later, but I'm not a skinny girl. I wouldn't consider myself large either. I'm 5'6" and weigh about 140 to 145 pounds right now, and carry most of it in my hips and thighs. The freshman 15 did hit me hard though, as I used to be 120-ish. So today, after finishing my last online final, my dad called me. He told me that one of his friends who runs a heating/AC company texted him that they were looking for girls to work in the office, answering phones and stuff. I got excited because that's exactly what I wanted, so I put on a dress, printed a copy of my resume, and drove down. The ladies inside were super nice and asked me to fill out an application, so I sat down to do so, and this is where the entitled mom enters. Here's everyone involved. EM equals entitled mom. EG equals entitled girl. Female, probably 16-ish. Me. DL1 equals desk lady 1, front desk. This woman is relatively thin, which will be relevant later. DL2, desk lady 2, desk further back but still in room. This woman is plus-sized, which will be relevant later. B equals boss of the business. We're in the South, which might be relevant because typically for jobs like this, they're looking for a pretty face to sit behind the counter and talk to customers. This is unspoken though. Yes, it's awful, but hey, I needed a job. So, as I'm filling out an application, entitled mom enters with entitled girl. She announces that she's here about the opening and her daughter would like to apply. Desk lady 1 explains that she'll need to fill out an application and hands her one and a pen. They come sit in the lobby, right beside me, which I thought was weird, but I didn't say anything. Entitled mom, to me. Are you here for the job as well? Yes, ma'am. Entitled mom. You know, that little cocky sound people make? I ignored her and went up to ask Desk Lady 1 a question about the application. It was about how professional one of my references for babysitting was. When I returned and sat back down, entitled mom walked up to the desk. Entitled mom. Does my daughter even really need to fill this out? Desk Lady 1. It's protocol. The boss will look at all the applications and decide who to call for an interview. Entitled mom. Is he here? I'm sure if he could see my daughter, he'd know who he wanted to call. Desk Lady 1. He is, but he isn't seeing visitors right now. Entitled mom. How will he know who to hire if he doesn't know what the girls look like? Desk Lady 1. Well, he will need their references and will make a few calls before he... Entitled mom. No, my daughter is an aspiring model. She won insert local pageant in 2019. He needs to see her to know she's the face he wants to see behind the counter interacting with customers. Desk Lady 1. I'm not sure what you mean. This isn't a modeling job. Looks don't really matter. Entitled mom. Oh, I know, but they do. And let's face it, the boss isn't going to want... At this point, she leans in closer to Desk Lady 1. A chubby girl up here. Is he? This whole time, entitled girl is smirking at me in glances as she fills out her application. This caught the attention of Desk Lady 2, as well as me, and we both looked up at this point. Desk Lady 2. Ma'am, I'm not sure I know what you mean. Entitled mom. Oh, no disrespect. I just know the boss personally, and know he'd prefer a new pretty face around the office. Maybe I'm a little biased, but I think there's no question between my daughter and, well, this young lady, for example, me. No offense, honey, just trying to save you some time. At this point, I'm in tears. I don't know if it was rage or the sting of her insult, but either way, I was not going to let her see me cry. So I quickly got up and handed my application to Desk Lady 1 before trying to leave. Desk Lady 2, a plus-sized woman. Sweetie, wait, talking to me. Desk Lady 2. You say you know the boss personally, right? To entitled mom. Entitled mom. Oh yes, we went to high school together. Desk Lady 2. And you know him so well that you know he'd prefer a skinny woman behind this desk? Entitled mom. Well, I didn't say that, she did, but I'd assume so. Desk Lady 2. Great. Well, I'm his wife, and I've worked behind this desk for almost 15 years now. And as you can see, I could probably drop a few. And I take personal offense to what you're saying about my husband and this young lady. So I'd like you to wait in the car while your daughter fills out her application. Entitled mom and entitled daughter both stormed out at that point. Entitled girl took her application, so I don't know if she'll apply or not. But both women behind the counter told me that entitled mom was a biatch, and they'd vouch for me with the boss. So I'm hopeful that I got the job. Wow, have you ever been in a situation like this? Comment below.